What's up, everybody? Back on a YouTube video. Alright, man. I just found this map. It's called Lowe's and Haas. And this map is really good on Fall Guys, bro. Can't believe I actually figured out how to beat this map. They claim this is like one of the hardest maps on Fall Guys. Like, I literally found this map on Google. I just typed in like hard Fall Guys map. And they claim this is probably one of the hardest maps on Fall Guys. So I was like, man, I might try this map. I want to see how hard this map actually is. I'm gonna be honest though, it's not really hard. Like, not to me, it wasn't really hard. It's really about like learning how to like land properly, really, because it had like a lot of long jumps like this. But yeah, this map actually wasn't really as hard as they was making it seem. Like, I done played way harder maps than this. But yeah, this map is really good. It's very creative, but I don't really think it's hard, at least not for me. I'm pretty sure everybody I was playing with too. I think everybody I was playing with all qualified, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, I think it was pretty easy, honestly. But it's a really long map. I think this is another one of those 30-minute maps. I give you 30 minutes to complete it. But yeah, this map is not hard at all. Like, it does have some tricky parts, I'll say, but for the most part, this map was actually pretty easy. And I couldn't figure out what to do on like one of these parts. I was like, bro, where are you supposed to go right here? Like, I almost got confused right here. So basically what I had to do was, they got that little thingamajigger stuck right there on purpose like that. I thought the map was glitching. Whoever created this map, they intentionally put it there so you could jump directly up there. But yeah, everything is pretty self-explanatory on this map. It's pretty much easy. I was trying to figure out what that button was for, but pretty much I had to wait for the little thingamajigger to spawn right there. And this part right here, I was getting confused on here because I didn't know what to do. So I didn't know when I first played that that little thing right there was telling me which way it is. So it has a green check mark by the red one. When I first was playing this, I didn't understand it. So I finally was like, oh, that's why it had a check mark on the red one. So basically it gives you 3 paths. It's with 3 different colors. And then on the check mark one, which is red for me, I don't know if they ever change it. You go to the red path, because if you go to the other 2 paths, it's going to lead you to a dead end because it's the wrong way. I didn't know that at first till I realized, like, oh, that's why it's a green check mark. So I didn't know why it was a green check mark right there. It's basically telling you to go the red way, because if you go the other 2 ways, it's going to lead you to a dead end. You're going to have to turn all the way back around. So pretty much you just keep going this way, and it finally will leave you to where you go. You put JK. So now what you want to do is, see, somebody's already ahead of me, man. Matthew's already ahead of me, man. But yeah, I was playing this with Matthew and Como, so they're both also trying to beat it. I want to say all 3 of us qualified, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this is pretty much a map I found on Google, though. It's a really good map. If y'all haven't played it, y'all should try it. I mean, they claim it's the hardest map on Fall Guys, but I mean, not to me, though. I played way harder maps than this. But these jumps right here are pretty tricky. But once you get past these, I would say, I think the rest is pretty much easy. Like, the rest of the map is pretty easy, honestly. But it is some hard jumps up here, I would say. Because I nearly quit it on one of these jumps. I was like, bro, I'm about to quit. Because this jump is annoying. But nah, after a while, I just kept playing. And I finally beat it. That's why I don't be giving up too quick. But yeah, you want to jump. That jump right there was extremely hard. That jump right there. He wanted to piggy. And it's like, bruh, I'm not trying to piggy. This right here is hard. I think the hardest jump, though, to me is probably... Well, nah, I was going to say that one, but... that one was kind of hard. I mean, but then Matthew wanted to piggy me right here, so I couldn't get past that part. I think that jump, though, is probably the hardest one for me. But yeah, everything else right now is pretty easy. You just pretty much just keep going forward. And I think the rest of the map, it's really a really long map, but it's not hard, really. It is some, like, tough jumps to make, but for the most part, I'll say this map is pretty easy. At least for me, anyway. I done played maps 10 times harder than this. So you got this little purple ledge I was moving. I almost jumped right there, and I'm actually glad I didn't, because I would have fell right in the little pink slime right there that you don't want to land in. So this time I had to, almost fell. Oh man, I was scared right there. I nearly fell. So yeah, what you want to do is you want to go here, and you get your little checkpoint. Make sure you get your checkpoints too. I noticed a lot of times when I be playing this, I be forgetting to get my checkpoints. And I be like, bro, why is it starting me all the way back? But yeah, you just want to get your checkpoints. And this is pretty much self-explanatory. They have little white arrows. They'll show you where to go. And it's pretty much easy from here. Now right here I got confused a little bit, so I didn't know where to go. So I figured out I have to go straight ahead, and then I have to jump up on this yellow part. I didn't understand where to go. Gotta balance on this yellow part. I didn't balance too well, but I still made it. You want to jump all the way over to that black piece, and then over to this piece. These jumps are pretty hard if you don't know how to do it right, but for me it was pretty easy. You just gotta know when to dive, which is kind of hard to know. But yeah, right here, oh, I'm barely getting these jumps, man. I'm getting these jumps by hairs. This is right here is pretty easy. You just want to time when you land up there. And yeah, pretty much you just keep going. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I jumped over that because it was gonna fling me off. This right here is all about balance. You want to make sure your balance is good. Another thing to help you with your balance, if you want, you could hold the grab button. Somebody was showing me that trick, and it'll help you balance a little better. But you also gotta watch out for that thing that's rotating. I barely made that jump. That was a very, very tough jump to make. And you just jump on the drums, just keep going up. All this is self-explanatory. And then you just keep, you want to land way over there to that blue little bridge. You literally just follow the path, bro. You literally just follow the path. It's gonna lead you there. And this is pretty much it, man. This is really like near the end of the map. It's really not that hard, honestly. It's only like a couple of jumps that's pretty hard. But for the rest of the map, it's pretty easy. You just literally follow the path. I almost fell right here because I kept like going left and right, and I wasn't trying to. It almost looked like I was about to fall. Like, it looked like I'm doing this on purpose, but I'm really not. I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to keep it where I'm in the middle, but I was like moving too much. So what I did was I barely moved the analog. I slightly moved it up, and it helped me stay on track. Now these parts right here, again, is pretty easy. This jump right here is pretty easy. And yeah, this is just self-explanatory. This jump is pretty hard at first, but once you jump at the right moment, it's all about timing, really. You got a time when you jump, and you got a time when you dive. And once you get those two down pat, you could pretty much beat this. This map is not too bad. But yeah, once you get here, you get another checkpoint. That jump right there is pretty tough. I kind of made it look easy though. Then what you want to do, you want to land on this little slippy slide thingamajigger. You want to land here again. Now you can't go that way, so you got to go on another slippy slide, and then pretty much just follow the path. I'm gonna go on the drums, which is pretty easy. Drums can be tricky though, depending on how far apart they're spaced out. Then what you want to do is you just want to keep going forward, and as y'all can see, the finish line is coming up. Finish line is right there, so that means we are near the end of the map. But yeah, this is a pretty long map, but if you cruise through it, it's gonna go by pretty quick. It's probably gonna take you about, I'll say about 10 minutes to the most, if that, depending on how fast you can like cruise through it. And pretty much it, you just follow the path, man, and you're pretty much near the end of the map. You got more drums. You gotta jump through the hoops with the drums, which I thought was creative to do. I never seen nobody do nothing like that on a Fall Guys map. I'm pretty sure people have before. I just never played a map that did that. I thought that was pretty cool. This part right here probably might be the hardest part for me, because I kept falling right here. So you want to go left, right on the blue one. You got to go right here to this yellow one, then go straight. I was trying to do it a different way. Yeah, then you just make this jump right here. And yeah, everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, this part to me was pretty easy. You got to wait for the thingamajiggers to fall back down. And then there it go. You want to land right here, then jump up there. That jump is extremely tough. Now this jump, I was kind of scared, but I ended up getting it. And you just keep following the path, and eventually, guess what? You made it, man. You made it to the end. So that's pretty much it. All right, y'all, that's the end of this episode, man. Y'all stay tuned for the next one.